To this day, I don't understand how they get away with it. In my classroom, it happens, and all I can do is shake my head. But when I was younger, I remember seeing one of my white friends talk back to his mother. I just knew she was going to knock the hell out of him. So when he was talking back to her, I'm ducking and diving. I'm scared for him. And the mother doesn't do anything. She just brushes it off. I'm like, well, damn, how does that happen in your family? That happens in my family talking back. I'll still be waking up next week for something that happened a week ago. My mom would have, we all know what our parents would have done, even to this day. And I'm 30 years old, my mom still would do it. That's just called respect. I wouldn't disrespect my mom. Um, Number 13. This is a good one. If you got in trouble in the neighborhood or at the neighbor's house or at your aunt's house or where have you, you weren't at your house. If you guys got in trouble, you got a whooping at that person's house. Those parents whooped you. And then when you got home, you got a whooping by your mother. And if some of us were lucky and had a father in the home, you got another whooping if it was that drastic. Trust and believe, growing up in black America, it happens. But it made me who I am today, and I will never change how I grew up because it made me a stronger person. Number 14. This is a good one. Number 14. By the first grade, how in the hell do we all know what hunching means? I think back, I'm like, how old was I when hunching? First grade. Shouldn't be that way. I mean, it's crazy to think about that kind of stuff today. But it happens. First grade, I knew what hunching was. Something to think about. Let me know how old you were when you knew how to hunch. Number 15. You and all your friends in the neighborhood mastered the game hide and go get by the 5th grade. And some of you know, a matter of fact, a lot of you know the game hide and go get. It's not hide and go seek, but hide and go get something. And that included part hunching. You know what I'm talking about. Excuse me 1 second. Number 16. You instigated a fight in elementary or middle school, telling someone the baddest one hit my hand. What the hell is that about? And 9 times out of 10, the first person that hit the hand first typically got beat up because they were scared. That was just a reaction. They wanted to be the biggest and baddest one, but they got beat up most of the time. Number 17. You knew from the time you left your house. If your parents were taking you to the store, you knew not to ask for anything. And then if you did and you cut up in the store, your parents whooped you right in the store and dared someone to say anything about you getting your butt tore up in the store. True story. Growing up in black America. Number 18. Why do we tell someone who has cooked something very well or, cooked it to our liking and it was very good, why do we tell them, damn man, you put your foot in it? But really, would you really want someone to put their crusty feet in a pot of whatever it is or in a cake and or in some batter and then you eat it? I mean, think about what we say. Number 19. However you want to pronounce it, it's pronounced ramen, but it's ramen noodles. Ramen noodles was a staple and still is a staple in your family's diet to this day. Growing up, when 3rd grade we were introduced to ramen noodles, that was it. Parents became lazy. Go fix you some noodles. Well, you usually cook, fried chicken and rice and beans and cornbread. Not anymore. once ramen noodles and cup of noodles became the big thing, parents are like, you know what? No more. You can fix your own. Put them in the microwave. It ain't gonna hurt. Number 20. This is a funny one, but it hurt like hell when I was younger. I knew not to get a small switch. If I got a whooping, if I got a small switch, and when it broke, cause trust me, it was gonna break. When it had broken, the first thing they were gonna tell you is go outside, get me a bigger switch, and what did they do? Continue to whoop you. Don't know why, but it made me who I am, made me a stronger person, and I believe whippings helped me, you know, or pave the way for me not to get into trouble or, you know, be arrested, steal, and do all that other kind of stuff. I'm glad, you know, my family was there to chastise me. You know, it made me who I am today. I remember, this is number 21. I remember plenty of times, like I said before, we grew up extremely, extremely poor. We didn't have lotion at times. So, what did my mom say? You know, I'm like, Mom, we don't have any lotion left. Oh boy, go in there and put some Vaseline on your legs. It's the same thing. You know, all you wanted to do is keep you from getting ashy. Now, mind you, we're going outside to play or whatever. Come back in, dirt all stuck to you. Come on now. Just funny things we do growing up in Black America. She just could have said, just be ashy. But you know, number 22, I remember all the girls in my family and my friends growing up used to watch their mothers, aunts, big sisters, grandmothers, whomever, straighten their hair. And the girls would have these burn marks on the back of their necks or on their ears. And the parent or whomever would say, oh, it's okay, you know, go in there and put some butter on it. Butter? That's all I'm going to say. Okay, anyway. Number 23. Somebody in your family or your friend, a close friend or whomever was in your house. Say if they broke something or you guys stayed out past the time that the lights, you know, the street lights had come on, or someone stole something, and you could have been down the street. It didn't matter to your parents. When that one got a whooping, y'all know what I'm about to say. Everybody got a whooping. I used to be the innocent one most of the time in my family, but I took a lot of ass whoopings for my cousins. I mean, I'm like, y'all know we're gonna get a whooping. You know how country we are, and I'm in Florida, so you know we're gonna get a whooping. Never fail. Every weekend somebody's getting their ass tore up. We all get in trouble. Don't understand? Growing up in Black America.